Hello and a very warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about the real estate market in Austin, Texas. Give you 10 reasons why it could be a good place to put your money. Give you some major disadvantages and my conclusion at the end. So here are the 10 reasons. Number one, a very obvious one, there is no state income tax in Texas. Number two, Austin, Texas is very landlord friendly. So in actual fact, in Texas, you can evict a tenant for non-payment of rent after just 3 days. And there's no limit of security deposits that you can ask your tenant to put down. Number three, what I also like, 48% of households in Austin are renters, which means it is easy to find tenants for your property if you do decide to buy to let. Number four, let's talk about the Austin nickname. It's known as Silicon Hills or Silicon Prairie, take your pick. But this is because of the large number of tech companies it has managed to attract. There are actually more than 3,300 tech companies employing more than 100,000 tech workers. So I'll give you examples. Google, Oracle, IBM, Amazon, Apple, Cisco Systems, they've all got major setups here. And this should ensure excellent employment market going forward. And this is good if you do buy a property there. Number five, now it's not just tech companies that have invested in Austin, Texas. It does have quite a diverse economy. So we're looking at many other industries, including biotech companies, pharmaceutical companies, advanced manufacturing companies, and life science companies as well. So excellent diversification. Number six, I want to talk about the amazing GDP growth in Austin metro area. So we're looking at 117% over the last 20 years GDP growth. And this is the best of any metro area in the country. Number seven, possibly one of the most important ones, demographics. Now, half of the population of the Austin metro area is between the ages of 18 and 44. And so it's quite a young population. And again, this is excellent for the rental market and for the growth market of real estate as well. And number eight, even more important than number seven, population growth. So if we look at the Austin metro area, in 2010, the population was 1,377,000. By 2020, this had grown to 2,053,000. But more importantly, in 2035, it's predicted to grow to 2,560,000. And by 2050, 4.5 million people. Now I always say population growth of a city is fundamental when deciding if you want to invest in a city. Number nine, what I also like is that Austin is a very, very highly educated part of America. So 90% of Austin residents have a high school degree or higher, while 40% hold a bachelor degree or higher. And number 10, if you don't believe me, there's been a lot of glowing reports about Austin. So let's just take one media outlet, the new US News and World Report has ranked Austin in years 2017, 2018 and 2019 as the number one place to live in the US. And even Forbes has said it's the eighth place for business and careers and the ninth best place for job growth. So I've given you 10 good reasons to invest in the real estate market in Austin, Texas. Now, I've got a couple of, three disadvantages, but two which I think are quite major. Number one, property taxes. Property taxes in Austin, Texas are very, very high, and you're looking at an average of 2.2% a year, but it can go as high as 3.2%. So you could potentially be buying a $500,000 property and paying well over $10,000 a year in property tax. That's not an insignificant amount of money. But more importantly, the prices. Now, prices have risen a lot in Austin, Texas. And I've done a couple of other videos on America, namely Tampa and Atlanta. Actually, I've done one more, California, not to invest. But I want to compare it against two other videos I did, Tampa and Atlanta. And I want to take the average property price. So in Tampa, as of February 2021, the average property price was $286,000. In Atlanta, it was $313,000. But in Austin, the average property price is a whopping $483,000 US dollars as at February 2021. Now that worries me because it tells me that affordability is starting to get stretched. And when that happens, you know you're definitely not going anywhere near at the bottom of this market, or even near, let's say, in the middle of a rising market. I think potentially here we may be near the top end of the market. I don't think there'll be a crash. I've got to be honest with you because of the population growth. But I'm not sure when compared to Tampa and Atlanta if this is as good a place to put your money. I also want to say one other thing. The transport infrastructure in Austin, Texas is not the best. Granted, it has a decent airport which serves 16 million passengers every year, but it doesn't have a great infrastructure. And to be honest, they're actually trying to improve this. But in trying to do so, it's projected that property taxes will go up even more. So what's the conclusion? My conclusion is, although I think it's going to be an okay market, I actually think Tampa and Atlanta are better places to put your money. And I'm sorry to disappoint any of Austin, Texas fans, but that's my opinion. Now, what if you do decide to go ahead and invest? Well, depending on your budget, you could go for downtown Austin. You'll get good rentals there. My favorite place would be Preston Village. Why is that? Because of the lower property taxes, B, they're near the tech companies, and C, the actual prices themselves are not excessive. You could also buy near the University of Texas, and that would be good for rental income simply because this actual university has more than 40,000 students. Anyway, that's it for today. I'd love to have some feedback from you. If you think this video has been of some help, please do click the like button. If you like my channel, please do subscribe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for today.